Alrighty, welcome to another Edge of Eternities draft, and we've got a Genomorph Imago. So this is blue-green for a 1/1, 1/3 flying. Landfall, target creature gets base power toughness 3/3 until end of turn, and if you have 6 lands, it's base power toughness 6/6. It can target itself or other creatures, so by itself, it's like a 2-mana 3/3 flying attacker. Alright, I think that's going to be better than Phenomenon, though I do like Phenomenon, of course, or Depressurize, Divert Disaster. There's a breeding pool there too. Rayblade Trooper's also quite good, but you know what? I'll draft Simic again. You don't have to twist my arm. Or, you know, wing or mandible, whatever you want to call it. And then here we've got Meltstrider's Resolve is a pretty strong card. 1 mana fight enchantment and it stays at +0/+2. So I think I'll take that. Though I think the Hemosymbic might, there's stuff you can do with this that's pretty good. It's like Genomorph Imago, for example. Make this a 3/3 and then it's just sick. So I could actually take that. This does go really well with my boy Gene Pollinator. There's also Nutrient Block in this pack. I like this card too. Interceptor Mechan is great, but I don't really need to go into another 4 colors. You know what? I'll take Hemosymbic Might. I actually think that this card might just be awesome. And Survey Mechan, the Starship Enterprise. 4 mana 1/3 flying hexproof. You pay 10 to sack it to draw 3, gain 3, deal 3, but it costs 1 less for each land type, each differently named land you control. I think this kind of deck can get there on that. I do like Sammy's Curiosity. I want to pick that up, but I've been really impressed with Survey Mechan. The hexproof means you just run this out and you just know on like 7 mana or something, you're going to get a pretty good game-ending effect. And then here, I do like a Galactic Wayfarer. 3 mana 3/3 make a lander. There's also 3 mana 3/1 exile their graveyard make a lander. I think I'd rather just have the 3/3. If you're in green, I'd rather just take this card. If you're obviously not in green, this card's much better. And there's a Grove Strider, which is fine. 5 mana, like 6/6, 7/7 a lot of the time. But especially after taking Survey Mechan, I want the Wayfarer. So Hemosymbic Might versus the fight spell is close. I do think this card has some pretty high upside. It is incredible with this. You just turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 you play and land. This becomes a 3/3. You attack with both and pump this. It's like awesome. And then here, Orbital Plunge is great. Unravel, I think, is okay. I don't mind it, and if they warp a spell, you could counter it and draw a card. There's also Plasma Bolt. Maybe I just take Plasma Bolt. It's so efficient, and I'm going to play 3 colors. Yeah, Plasma Bolt's awesome. Just removal that's 1 mana is so good, and this often is just a deal 3. It also can hit your opponent. Like, sometimes you just kill them. I only have the 1 blue card so far. It's not like I think I'm locked into blue, but I think I will end up being probably blue-green splashing Plasma Bolts at this point, but I could also morph into red-green. The Survey Mechan means I'm probably going to be 3 colors. All right, well, I'll take Plasma Bolt here. I'm not turning down picks 5 and 6 Plasma Bolt. That feels like a good place to be. All right, and here, all right, I guess I'll take Diplomatic Relations. This is a good removal spell. Makes me feel better about passing the other fight spell. Also, it's nice with the Might. It makes this a 2/1. You get to do some things. I don't hate Vanguard Trooper either. If you have 2 or more tap creatures, discard your hand, draw 2. Maybe I actually will just take that. I've been pretty impressed with it, and there's good ways to have tap creatures. All right, I just took 2 removal spells, so I'll take the Trooper for now. And then I'm not a big Fungal Colossus believer. Yes, it's a 4 mana 5/5 when you have 3 different land types, but I don't think that's not like an incredible payoff. Mechanizo is fine. Pinnacle Killship's also fine. Maybe I do take this, though. I don't think I need a 7-drop, and right now I only have the 1 blue card I first picked, so I can maybe see if that's not where I'm going. And then here, that is a late Divert Disaster, but I like Nebula Dragon too. I think I like Nebula Dragon more than the Killship. All right, let's try taking that. It does feel like I'm going to be in red-green more likely, though. If I get a bunch of blue in pack 2, you never know. And I don't really care about either of these. I guess I'll take Drill Too Deep, sure. And another one, I don't think the Sinister Cryologist is particularly good, so not a whole lot of information being gained there. All right, so red has seemed pretty open. 2 late Plasma Bolts into a Vault Guard Trooper, so I like kind of moving my way into red. Green also hasn't seemed like the most open. I mean, I did take green cards my first 3 picks, but it kind of dried up after that, so we'll have to see. Survey Mechan is kind of a green card. You are going to want to play green most of the time. You're trying to play like 3 different land types and multicolors and whatnot, just because there isn't the common cycle of duels that we kind of get used to in a lot of these sets, but green has some good fixing. And, I mean, landers can make it, so other colors can do it too, but we'll see. I'm not I'll take the Rampage. I don't think I'm going to play either of those or Chrome Companion. Let's see what I open. Well, I opened a really nice black card. 4 mana, 4/4 lifelink. Whatever one of your creatures deals combat damage, draw a card, lose a life, and Void make a 2/2. It's really strong. But I saw 0 good black cards the entire pack, so if I take that, it will be moving myself into black and I don't know what exactly. Abandoning green maybe, trying to go black-red when black's not going to be open pack 3. That doesn't sound amazing, but my green cards are also, and red cards here are not very good either. There's, whenever your creature with a ++1 counter dies, draw a card. I don't have any ++1 counters yet. Ugh. I would certainly take a Plasma Bolt or a Bombard or anything like that out of this pack. Is Memorial Team Leader any good? I don't think it's amazing. Let's just take this. I don't know if I'm going to play Elegy Acolyte, but I wasn't really giving up much there. And then here, there's Cryogen Relic and Pinnacle Emissary is really strong. Blue-red, 3/3. Whenever you cast an artifact, make a 1/1 flyer. Can only block creatures with flying, but still very good. I could take Vote out, move into black more. Take Cut Propulsion as just like a pretty strong red card. This is basically a murder, so let's just take Cut Propulsion. I'm not confident I can support Pinnacle Emissary, so let's take that. Okay. Tanook is very good if you're getting landers going, so Elegy Acolyte is out, but it was just over nothing anyway, so let's just take Tanook here and pretty much count on being red-green splashing. Oh, Biomechan Engineer, that card is busted. Maybe I just take that and I just end up in Teamer, even though I'm not going to have maybe as much blue. I think a second Vault Guard Trooper when I have enough high end is just not that exciting. Late Gravkill too, but I mean, they cut black in pack 1 and got rewarded, and oh man, I really like Cerebral Download. All right, I'm going to be Teamer, I think. We'll see. But if we get some Gene Pollinators, we can pull this together. I guess I'll take Lash Whip Predator. It's a 4 mana 5/7 reach, and if they have 3 creatures, it's a 6 mana 5/7 reach, and if they have 3 creatures, it only costs 4. So just like a pretty solid big creature. And then here, ooh, another Survey Mechan, 7th pick. This card is really good. So this makes me feel good about being 3 colors. I just want some Gene Pollinators to make sure that works out. Because right now I'm like red-green with 3 pretty good blue cards, 2 of which I wouldn't mind playing on the early side. Oh, Breeding Pool. Breeding Pool is incredible. It not only helps my fixing, it also makes these cheaper because a differently named land is worth so much. All right, well, slamming that's a great pickup. And then here, I'm not playing any of these cards still. I'll just take a random red card, I guess. So how many ways do I have to make landers? I have the Engineer, the Wayfarer. That's it so far. So I have to pick up more of those. Haven't seen a single Gene Pollinator. Suffering from success. It was so good that people stopped passing it. And here, oh, I'll take Cryogen Relic, though. That card's also really good. There's also the red-green guy that makes a lander, but it's still want another expensive card. I feel like I've got, it's a 4-drop. It's not the most expensive, but I have 2 4-drops, 2 5-drops, 6-drop, 2 7-drop. Well, this isn't a 7-drop. This is like a 4 or 5-drop. You know, if I pick up another non-basic, I could see wanting Fungal Colossus pretty badly, because then you're talking getting to like 3 sometimes, and that's pretty good. And then here, Grav-Packed Monoist. All right, well, I'll let the person I'm passing to, I really screwed them by taking this Elegy Acolyte after they cut black so well, but it was just such a weak pack that if there was a bunch of black in the next 3 or 4 picks, I would just try to make it work. But then I was offered good red and green and blue options instead, which I still think is better to stay. The Hemosimic might not looking so good right now, but the fight card also wouldn't be like amazing. All right, I'll take a McCann Shieldmate, though. Probably don't want that either. All right, what do we got? A White Wrath, a Creeping Tar Pit. Nah, none of these are anything I'm interested in, really. I guess I could take Mouth of the Storm, another 7-drop. And there's a Dubious Delicacy here, too. Maybe I just take Creeping Tar Pit because it makes these Survey Mechans and Fungal Colossi better. It's a tapped island, and who knows, maybe I'll find something to do with the black mana. Not the most exciting first picks here, but, you know, if I end up with some Gene Pollinators, I could actually activate this, and it's pretty strong if you do. And then here... All right, there's some stuff. I do like Requiem Monolith, but I'm going to take Seed Strip Agrarian. 4 mana, 3/3. When it's tapped, you make a lander. Landfall gets +1/+1 counter. I think it works out pretty nicely, and I really want more ways that make landers, though. At this point, I would take Gene Pollinator over basically anything. Like, I would take it over all the common removal spells. I just think like it works nicely with the Sea Chip Agrarian. There's just everything. It fixes all your problems, basically. Pain for all. Enchanted creature punches when you play something, and whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much to your opponent. It's also Phenomenon, but I don't think I have quite the artifact count for that. No, I do not. And another Fungal Colossus. Maybe I just take that. I don't think I want Terminal Velocity. It's like a Through the Breach, and then the thing blows up end of turn and nugs everything equal to its mana value, but sure, I guess I could put in a Fungal Colossus or something. I think I just take more Fungal Colossi. Feels like that's where we're at. And then here, make a lander and deal 2 to everything, or deal 6, make a lander. I think the cheap sweeper. I'm not going to end up having that many cheap cards or early plays, certainly not as many as I would have liked. And then I guess I'll take another Plasma Bolt here. Yeah, all right. No Gene Pollinators as far as the eye can see. All right, I don't really want the Hemosymbic Might that much. This is not the deck for it. The Vault Guard Trooper is also looking kind of mid, but maybe I get there. And then I think I'll play these blue-green things. Oh, Zookeeper McCann looks good. 2 mana, 1/3 taps for mana, and has a relevant 7 mana pump ability. I do like Cryogen Relic, but a little acceleration is going to help this deck a lot. Maybe I pick up one more non-basic, 1 Gene Pollinator and 1 non-basic, and then I'll be pretty happy with this deck. Well, there's a non-basic, but there's also just another Plasma Bolt. I mean, I'll just keep taking Plasma Bolts. I think that's better than Pain for All. I don't have the most creatures, and most of them aren't that big. Plasma Bolt's really efficient. And it makes these draw 2s better. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is just try to lean on all my card draw spells and removal spells. And I'm not sure, it's not going to be the fastest deck, but having a bunch of bolts, I think more than makes up for that. That can kill all the early stuff. And the fact that these will deal 3 a lot of the time is pretty nice. How many? I have 1, 2, 3 ways to make landers, 4 ways to make landers. Okay. Wouldn't mind another one. Oh, a Blast Zone? That's interesting. Enters with a charge counter on it, taps only for colorless. You can put charge counters on it, then blow things up. So I think I'll take it over the third Fungal Colossus, because taking this makes both Fungal Colossi and both Survey McCanns a lot better. The random non-basics add up. Then I'll take a Mouth of the Storm. That's actually a pretty reasonable one too. And I'll just play 18 lands probably. This Blast Zone can count as an extra land/spell. Because there's nothing in my sideboard I'm like that worried about getting in. I don't need a second Nebula Dragon. Guess I'll take Intrepid Tenderfoot, though I'm probably not playing that one either. All right, yeah, this is a kind of interesting one. I did want Gene Pollinators. I wasn't kidding about all that, but I did end up with like just a bunch of bolts and stuff. I guess this Gene Morph Imago is a little bit less enticing than it could be. I'll take the Slag Drill Scrapper, though I don't think I'm going to play that card. But it's still 3 mana, 3/3 flying when you hit landfall, and then later it's like a 6/6. So I don't know. I guess I don't mind it. And I get to put 1 card in, which is the 18th land. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blue sources. I have 5, 6 green sources, and I have 7 red sources. My landers come off of Galactic Wayfarer, sometimes Sea Chip Agrarian, Biomechan, Engineer. I had another green, I think. 6, 7, 2? 6, 7, yeah, all right. This looks reasonable to me, and let's see if I can draw the game long enough that my Starship Enterprises can get me to victory. We'll see. We're ready for round 1 here. Battling a Johnny here. And I think if I play against people with like good Plasma Bolt and Litho Breaking targets, then yeah, I mean look at this plan. Turn 3, cast this, maybe blow up all small creatures. Oh, playing against planes, I like that. And look, now 4 land types already. So this is already costing 6 mana to use. So turn 4 Survey McCann, turn 5 Vault Guard Trooper, turn 6 use it perhaps. Seems pretty decent to me. Vault Guard Trooper is not at its best in this deck, but I still think it's fine. As a 5 mana, 5/5 with upside, I don't mind it. Okay, 2 mana, 2/2 Surveil to Spacecraft. Costs 4. You have to charge it up to 4. Well, that works nicely with Litho Breaking, so I don't mind it. Oh, I should have led on Island or Forest. I have multiple blue-green 2-drops, but that's okay. Didn't get punished. Okay, land isn't even so bad there. And this is why just the random other non-basic lands I think are pretty good in this deck. Like I wouldn't even mind drawing a Creeping Tar Pit here. What I'm hoping to see is them play some other 2 toughness creatures and get that thing going. Oh no, that's not that. That's a 2/3. Yeah, and now it's gonna crew that thing. All right. Draw. There's the Creeping Tar Pit. Oh, that's funny. Do I play Creeping Tar Pit or not? Because if I play Creeping Tar Pit, I can go turn 4 Survey Mechanic, turn 5 use it. The reason I don't think I need to do that is I have a 5-drop, which is Vault Guard Trooper, and then turn 6 I can play the Tar Pit tapped and still use the Survey Mechanic. So I feel like that's probably going to be fine. And leaving up the ability to cast Litho Breaking seems good too, because if they play a cheap artifact or cheap creature this turn, oh, there we go. Look, whenever you cast your second spell, make a colorless drone. Sure. I was hoping it would be a creature, but they're going to make Wormwall Sweeper into a thing, I'm sure. All right. They're going to attack and boom. Sacrifice this lander. We landed hard. So it killed those two. Didn't kill that, but I think it will buy me the time I need. And then might as well play the Blast Zone just to give myself the option of using this on turn 5 if I end up drawing exactly Breeding Pool, I guess. And next turn, Vault Guard Trooper looks pretty good. Do I block their Sunstar Expansionist? Well, if they play a land first, the answer would be no. If they don't play a land first, it's a little bit more interesting because they've got a 2/3 and I've got a 1/3. Like, am I gonna let them bluff me for 2 points of damage, or am I gonna lose my Hexproof Incredible card to a combat trick? I guess we'll see what they do. But my plan is to play Vanguard Trooper next turn. Oh, they're just casting this. I guess they're not getting bluffing in a couple points of damage, huh? All right, well, Vanguard Trooper. Pass the turn. If they're not attacking a 2/3 into this, I'm definitely leaving it back. And even if they deal with Vanguard Trooper, I can then sack Survey Mechanic next turn, blow up their Sunstar Expansionist, draw 3, gain 3. Seems pretty great. All right, there goes a land, which they didn't have last turn. 3 cards in hand. I feel pretty good about this position, to be honest. Banishing Light. All right, well, there goes my Vault Guard Trooper. And attack me for 6. All right. I mean, they had kind of the best thing they could have, and I still feel like I'm doing fine here. Creeping Tar Pit, go. Because I can block and use the Survey Mechanic. I'll take no damage. Well, maybe I'll take 1 off their token if they attack with that too, which they definitely should. And they should probably crack their Cryogen Relic here. Just because, like, I'm not going to have a tapped creature anytime soon. If they have, like, something to sacrifice it to, obviously they can wait. But I think that they correctly identified that now is a good time to use that thing. Okay. Do they have a land? I think I'm blowing up the Sunstar Expansionist with the Survey Mechanic. Oh, another island, so no planes. So they probably don't have a planes in hand if they're playing island number 5 there. They could have another island, but what it most likely means is they don't have any more lands in their hand. Their 3 cards left are all spells. And then the turn after that, I can go... Well, I'm going to have a lot of new cards, man. Oh, they didn't even attack with the 1/3. I love it. And then I draw 3. Even if they save their thing, I still draw the 3. Oh, Plasma Bolt? Nice. Another reason to kill the 2/3 instead of the 3/2 is Plasma Bolt. And then, I mean, this is kind of working according to plan here. Next turn, I have 7 mana. I can go Survey Mechan, Biomechanical Engineer, or Biomechan Engineer, and Plasma Bolt, your Night Luminary. They have 3 cards in hand. We'll see what they play. They also do have to worry about Blast Zone eventually. Oh, All Fate Stalker warped. And then the Night Luminary comes back and they get an extra 1/1. Look at that value. Let's start with Survey Mechan. All right. Plasma Bolt, the Night Luminary. and then Biomechan. And then if they want to All Fate Stalker the Biomechan next turn, I can pop it with Survey Mechan and then get my another lander token, draw more cards, draw more cards, draw more cards. Yeah, I'm liking this set so far. Even though I didn't even get a first pick in packs 2 and 3. Like, my first pick in pack 2 was the double black card I'm just not playing. And my first pick in pack 3 was like a creeping tar pit. Well, you know what? We're making it work. All right, here comes the All Fate Stalker. Yeah, you got it. No attacks. Oh, let's go Gene Morph Imago. Land. Tap for 6 here. And pass the turn. And I can kill the All Fate Stalker at some point with the Survey Mechan. I can also just cast a Cerebral Download if I want. Feels like I got moves here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, still 5 to use this thing. And they're on 1 white spell per turn, which does make things a little more difficult. Litho Breaking is a nice card in this deck. The only thing that makes it a little worse is I have all these Plasma Bolts, and these cards kind of overlap, so if they play a 4/4, and you know, that's going to be a little more annoying for this deck with all the deal 3s and deal 3s and deal 2s. But Litho Breaking is really good in this kind of strategy, so I like having it as a hedge against mostly like the white decks, but any deck that's really curving out, and Litho Breaking can kind of put the brakes on, as it were. Weft Walking. I don't even know what this card is. When this enchantment enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and grab it into your library and draw 7 cards. The first player spell each player casts during their turns can cast it without paying its mana cost. Wow, okay, so they can't do that because they've already played a new thing, but it's they played a draw 4, but during each of their turns, I see. Okay. So I think I'm going to use the Survey Mechan then, because I want to be able to, I could play this for free if I don't draw something good to play. All right, let's draw. So I can play Nebula Dragon for free, okay. Well, let's make this a 6/6 flyer. Attack for 8. Play this Nug for 3, and I kind of think I just pass, and I'm just going to use the Biomechan Engineer, because I can just pay 8 and draw 2 cards, and then because of Weft Walking, I'll just play something for free. Also pretty sick if I had a Disenchant. This is an interesting card. You get a Time Twister, and then you both get kind of like a limited omniscience, and they kind of get the first crack at it because you cast this one. All right. We'll see how it works out for them. It's so far not looking amazing. Gene Morph Imago has been incredible, though. All right, well, they get 1 freebie. Let's see what that is. Also, I feel like them at 5 and I have 3 Plasma Bolts left in my deck. It's going to be kind of tough. Like, I have a lot of cards I can draw with Cerebral Download and Biomechan Engineer and all that. Wow. All right, yeah, cool card. All right, so they're going to Tractor Beam the Gene Morph Imago. All right, yoink, it's theirs now. So you can play a land and make their 1/1s, one of their 1/1s into a 6/6. Playing a Cryogen Relic. That's not a very strong play. They have 6 cards in their hand and they have to play that. It's going to be a little tough. We'll see what they have, but I don't have any tapped creatures, so it's not really doing anything on the board. I don't think I have a way to animate Creeping Tar Pit in my deck. It's kind of sad. I could play like a random Swamp, but I don't think that's worth it. A random Swamp does make these things a little bit better, but still. Yeah, this is a lot of card draw to be playing after drawing 7 cards. I mean, I like card draw and all, but there's a time and a place, and usually when you cast a draw 7, your next couple of plays being card draw spells is actually kind of a sign of weakness. You don't have a good card to play, so you're casting card draw, but they don't really have the time to do all that. I guess if they have another removal spell now for Nebula Dragon, then that's something. Did it hit me for 6? I think they should. Yeah. And I also could charge up Blast Zone, and that can kill Oblivion Ring if I want, or Banishing Light rather. And then they play a Sunstar Expansionist, and I think I probably have more lands, yeah. They couldn't figure out a way to deal with the 4/4 flyer. That's going to be tough for them, I think. Okay. 15 cards left. All right, let's cast this for free. Top, bottom, bottom. Or bottom. Top, top. Tanuk. Land. Yeah, attack with Nebula Dragon would be enough. I even had Plasma Bolt plus Tanuk, so I was going to be fine there. All right. Nice little dub there. All right, battling against My Little Pony here. I'm on the play. Any forest, and we're cruising with this Biomechan Engineer. And I have Cryogen Relic to draw 2 cards. And then Plasma Bolt to maybe get me to survive until I'm casting Cerebral Download and Nebula Dragon and whatnot. So we'll see, but I like this hand well enough. Obviously, if I just draw forest, this hand becomes awesome. So we'll see. Survey Mechan, I mean, will be good. So I still would like to draw some lands here. Look, if I draw spell, play relic, draw spell, crack relic, draw spell, then yeah, I'm going to lose. That's fine. Draw. All right. Draw. Yeah, I guess I'll lose. Cool story. Let's see. I mean, we'll see what I draw here, but obviously playing relic turn 2, cracking it turn 3, not drawing a land on turn 4 either is pretty neat. I don't think Gene Morph Imago is probably not doing too much for me. Let's see what they've got here. Yeah, hit me for 2. Yeah, they got to play Swarm Color, sure. All right. On to the next. All right. Battling Cloud again here. Let's see if I can manage to do something. Yeah, this is much better. I don't have green with this hand, but I have Plasma Bolt and Cut Propulsion into a Survey Mechan with 2 of my non-basics already. So that has good implications, assuming at some point I draw like a forest. All right, well, Gene Morph Imago wasn't like the ideal draw there, but it might be okay. Okay, that's probably going to get bolted here. And pass the turn. Drawing a double green card, also not ideal. Can't really charge this right now, so I guess I'll just pass. Draw 2, lose 2, sure. All right, let's play Survey Mechan. I don't think I've drawn a land yet in either of the last 2 games, like in my draw step. So if that continues, then we are going to be in trouble. As is, this costs 7, so if I draw a land, it would cost 6 because I doubled up on mountains, unfortunately. But if any land and I cast Vaultborn Trooper or Vault Guard Trooper is pretty nice. All right. Have that thing kill itself. Attack for 1. These are my 4 draws so far. My opening hand was 2 good removal spells, this, and these 4 lands. I've drawn 5 drop, green card, green card, green card. This is a... Well, look, maybe I'll get these games out of the way so you don't have to play them, if you can think about it that way. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. If I draw a forest, we're going to start doing stuff. That's going to be good. This attacks. If something voided, I lose half my life. All right. All right. I guess I'll attack, sure. Pass the turn. So if they can get Void going, they'll attack. I'll lose half my life down to 10, and this will hit me to 7. Jeez. So they just have to warp something is the most plausible way to do that. These things don't really look like creature lands, to be honest. Okay. Make a lander. Well, it doesn't look like things are warping unless they've got something else here. All right. So then play a Slag Drill Scrapper, sure. All right. I'll put a charge counter on this. I got nothing better to do. I drew. All right. play this thing, pass the turn. I think I'm probably dead, given that on turns 5 and 6, I just made no plays. That's usually pretty hard to come back from that, I'll say. And I even played Blast Zone as an 18th land, so tried to play around it. Has not worked so far. Okay, they sacked the lander to draw a card. Void is on, so Alpha Rail can attack and hit me for 9 with its ability, down to 8. And then I block Alpha Rail and take 4 down to 4. That's like best case scenario. That's them not playing anything. Oh, okay. Are they not going to attack with anything? Kind of crazy. You should at the very least attack with your 4/3 menace. I think it'd be absurd not to, because I'm not going to want to block with the Survey Mechan. All right. Because I'm hoping to draw a land here so I can use it. I drew a 7-drop. All right. On to the next. This is not going in a very reasonable fashion, I will say. All right, interesting. All right. Battling Feldegrif here. Let's see if we can make it 3 games in a row without drawing a single land. I guess I did draw 1 mountain. Oh, no. Hopefully we don't go the other direction and draw all lands here. But now I do have a turn 4 Fungal Colossus with a Plasma Bolt. I don't mind that. This would be a good time to draw Starship Enterprise as well. They did mulligan as well. All right. Let's see what they got. Forest. Nice. That's the worst draw in the deck. Let them have a 4/3, I guess. Pass the turn. Because I can play Fungal Colossus in 2 turns. They mulligan. I don't really want to give them a lander. And if I ended up voiding anything, then I get to do that too. Oh, geez. Okay. So this goes away, and that becomes just gigantic. Guess I would have been in trouble either way. A mountain. Well, I do get to cast Fungal Colossus next turn. And it doesn't look like they're adding to the board this turn. Oh, they're tap. They don't have to tap that thing. Okay. That's really weird. Guess mountain, forest, sure. Fungal Colossus. Pass the turn. They have a 3-mana play, I guess. Oh, they have diplomatic depth. This sequence they did made, I don't think, much sense. Like, yeah, they did save the mana there, but they gave up 6 points of damage to maybe cast Diplomatic Relations. All right. I mean, I'm still gonna die, but you know, that's how that works. This makes my thing cost 3, but I don't really have anything else to do with this Plasma Bolt, even regardless. So I think I'll still just play the Fungal Colossus here and pass the turn. If they answer it, I lose. Diplomatic Relations number 2, and I'm dead. Okay. Attacking with just that. Then I'll make that a 9/8. Sure. I mean, I have a Blast Zone for 2. I guess I could have just blown these 2 up with Blast Zone. Is that it? All right. Well, let's draw for turn. I mean, I guess I am just going to use the Blast Zone here, so I'll pass the turn. I traded... Oh, maybe I should have even not played that. I should have just used the Blast Zone, I guess. It would have been down a land, but I think it would have worked out well. Okay, they're going to sack their lander. All right, we got a game here. We got a game. It looked like I was just going to get run over, but them dealing a lot less damage definitely helped. Here, I think I'm going to start to get this thing going and pass the turn. Next turn, I can go Lash Whip plus Plasma Bolt, or potentially, let's see, land, make a lander. Let's just play my own Lash Whip here. Pass the turn. All right. Well, at some point, I'm going to get to use some of these Plasma Bolts, I will say. I think I'll just double block here. I'll just trade the Agrarian. If they have a removal spell to kill the Agrarian, then that's fine. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to trade there. Felt like if I just blocked there, they were just going to Plasma Bolt my Lash Whip. Germinating Worm. All right. All right, pass the turn, I guess. Oh man, can I draw a card, draw a spell, something? No. Oh geez. Okay, well, 6/6 makes a lander. Really nice if I could draw something that would let me enable Void. I don't have that much. Cryogen Relic. Oh, Litho Breaking. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that kind of does, kind of doesn't. So I think what I do is I go Litho Breaking. Decline to sack an artifact, then sack this lander, go and get, I guess, another island, then go Plasma Bolt for 3, Plasma Bolt for 3. All right. It was close to being able to also Plasma Bolt that, but I needed a more red mana, because then I could have sacked the Litho Breaking, Bombard. Oh, into their double bombard. Okay. And they attack me to 5 for 5. All right, I guess I need something. Starship Enterprise? Would that even be good? Oh, cut propulsion. Nice. All right, we're even, except I've got a Plasma Bolt. They get the first draw. I have 9 lands. I guess they have now 8 lands. Probably 1 in hand. If I draw Starship Enterprise, we're in it. Oh, that's the Starship Enterprise. And I can sack it right now. I don't really need to sack it right now, though, because if they play a creature, that'd be good. But Creeping Tar Pit and doing the work. All right, do I have enough mana? Hold on. 1, 2. No, I don't. I can't sack this right now. Right? Yeah, I didn't have enough. I didn't think so. Another one. All right, well, now I'm definitely going to use this one. Because then if I do draw, so any targets them, target a player's me. If I draw an untapped land, I get to play my other one. Oh, excuse me? All right. Well, I don't have a lot of land left in my deck at this point. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 5 lands left. No, 13. I have 5 lands left. 4 lands left, I guess. And 15 cards here. I have a Plasma Bolt in hand. I'm just going to sack this. I would like to be able to play something this turn. All right, there we go. There is money. Oh, it didn't leave enough green left to play 2 things. That's cool. All right, well, it's okay. I'll play the Galactic Wayfarer. I actually think we're doing fine now. I was getting like pretty tilted because it looked like we were going to have 3 non-games in a row, but we're actually, I think, winning by a lot now. They're going to fight me? All right. It doesn't really bother me. So let's go Gene Morph Imago, Tanuk. I guess I didn't really need to play the Gene Morph. Crack this. I have a land left to get, I think. Yeah, I have 2 lands left to get. So what's my deck now? A Breeding Pool, Plasma Bolt, Biomech, Vault Guard, draw 3. Oh yeah, I got some good finishers. All right, deal 1, play a land, deal 1. Unfortunately, these things don't get to attack for a bunch of damage right now, but I get to draw a card, and then, oh. I'm just going to play Vault Guard Trooper. I'm giving up the ability for Plasma Bolt to kill that thing, but I'm willing to take that risk. Edge Rover. That's not a big deal. Zookeeper McCann, huh? All right, so I'm going to play this. Who do I want to get large? I guess I could do the Gene Morph. All right. Take 1. This is 6/6. I can play Zookeeper McCann and pump Tanuk. And then attack with these, and they can double block 1 and then take lethal. Or they can chump. Okay, I thought they were going to double block. And then Plasma Bolt to finish them off. Woo! Okay, that was a close one. It got me back from the brink there. All right, let's go. That was quite the game. Starship Enterprise comes through in the clutch once more, and we stop the downward slide. I think this deck is solid, but the 2 prior games, actually even this game, really not the best showing. So let's see. What are we, 3-3 now? Or 2-2 now, rather? Sorry. All right, on to the next. All right. Battling against some Final Fantasy character, I assume. Opponent goes first. I'm going to keep this. I need a green. Blaststone was incredible that game, and I probably should have even just Blaststone at the turn before. So that was even... I somehow didn't put together that this is both actually just straight up cost 2. Well, I'm going to keep this because if I draw green, this hand's very good. So, and I'm on the draw. We've heard that before, but that's where we're at. And I get to lead on Island because if I draw Forest, I can play Gene Morph. And then I can play one of those... No, come on. If I draw... I'll play one of these on 3. All right. Station Monitor is good. Litho Breaking would be good too. This is really... Come on, let's see if we can... If I can make a play this turn, I'll be happy. I mean, I guess Blast Zone could once again kind of pick up some slack here. If they play another 2-drop this turn, for example, next turn I go Blast Zone, charge it up to 2. The turn after that, blow up all the 2s. And it's at least a 2-for-1, even if it took a bunch of my turns. Rayblade Trooper. All right. Oh, there's Breeding Pool. So I'll pay 2 life. And I think I'm just going to play this. Feels like this is my least... Like, I don't care too much about this dying. It's got good stats. Yeah. Next turn, I'm going to 11 here. Plasma Bolt would still be a really good draw here. That was not so good of a draw. Biomechan, Engineer, Gene Morph, or I can play Tanook as a 2-4, but I don't... I think I'd rather just play the Gene Morph and then sack the Lander token. Get a Forest and set up for multiple things here. They're on 3 lands and the rest spells, so I assume I'm getting Diplomatic Relationed here. All Fates Stalker. Okay. Yeah, missing the green earlier was pretty costly. Oh yeah, that was even like a pretty nice play that I could just play that and instant speed do that Gene Pollinator. Yeah, a blue-white deck. I mean, I like Gene Pollinator. I wouldn't usually splash it in blue-white, but... All right, well, I think I'm pretty dead, but I'll play Tanook. Play a land. Make this a 6/6. Play another 2/2. Pass the turn. And I've got Cerebral Download. This is a game where drawing some of the Plasma Volts would have been really nice. Unfortunately, things just didn't work out. Now they can play All Fate Stalker, eat my 2/4. But they don't even have like amazing attacks at that point because I can double block the 3/3. And they can kill the Genomorph, I guess. I mean, I don't love that still, but we'll have to see what goes on. I guess they could Stalker the 1/3 flyer. That is an option. Okay, yeah, they're going to do it that way and just attack for 1 in the air. Okay. Well, oh, Nebula Dragon? Yes. Ping you for 1, play Nebula Dragon, blow up the All Fate Stalker, I think. Get my Gene Morph back, pass the turn. And then if I can Cerebral Download into some plays, it'd be pretty strong. I guess maybe they're just white-green splashing blue is more what it's looking at. Oh, they got the Gene Pollinator Seed Chip Agrarian combo going. It's pretty strong. Okay, Plasma Bolt's also pretty strong. So, yeah, let's Cerebral Download. Surveil 1. Zookeeper McCann. I don't really want that, actually. Draw. Okay. Mountain. Ping for 1 with Tanook. This is going to be large. I mean, I can attack him at 5. I can't go like too deep here, but I could attack with Gene Morph and a Biomech Engineer and then Plasma Bolt the Station Monitor post-combat. I'd lead back a Nebula Dragon. I could also Plasma Bolt. No, I can't really double Plasma Bolt the Seed Ship Agrarian. That I don't think is gonna be good. If they take, I guess I'm kind of close to killing them. Hold on, they're at 17. So if I attack with those two, they block with that. Because if they don't block, they take 10. I can ping them. No. Well, ping them to 16. So they go to 1 here if they double block. If they don't block. All right, I think I'm just going to attack for 6 in the air. Okay, they take it. And then crack this lander. Get another forest, I guess. Ping, make this a 6/6. Oh, another plasma bolt. And then plasma bolt the station monitor. They do get a 1/1 token from the Rayblade Trooper, but I care more about them getting flying tokens. Okay, and then end of turn, they're going to tap that. They're going to make a lander. I feel pretty good about killing them with all these plasma bolts in hand next turn. We'll see what they do. They have 1 card in hand. Their Sea Chip Agrarian kind of attacks as a 5/5. I might have to chump that with the Biomech Engineer. I could also chump it with Tanook. Okay. If you control 2 or more tap creatures, you gain 2 life. I mean, maybe I just chump with the Biomech Engineer and try to go for it, where I can go Plasma Bolt your 1/1, play a land, make this a 6/6, attack you for 10. And then Plasma Bolt you to finish you off. I could also double block here with the Nebula Dragon and Tanook. They have 1 card in hand. Oh, what I could do is I could double block with Biomech and Tanook. And then they have to sack the lander. They go to 1 mana, 2 mana left. And if they do that, then I've got a pretty good chance of killing them. It's kind of like chumping, but they get to choose which one. It's not going to make it that much worse. Alternatively, yeah, all right. I actually kind of like that play. I'm banking on them not having like a 1 mana removal spell. Or 2 mana removal spell in their hand. Oh, they just traded. All right, I guess that's kind of why we do that. And let's see what their play is. They didn't gain any life? Oh, okay. Well, make this a 6/6. I think I still Plasma Bolt that. And go for the kill, because now they can't kill me back because of Mouth of the Storm. Okay. Focus Fire. All right. Deal 7. Oh, so they could have sacked the lander token. All right. Well, let's play Mouth of the Storm. Creatures get -3/-0. And I don't think I even Plasma Bolt here. Feels like that's not necessary. They get to sack their lander. Because like their flight deck coordinator isn't going to even do that much. How are they going to get... Like, they're going to tap those 2, go to 8. This is still lethal. I guess even if I bolted this and then they kill the mouth, this isn't lethal. And then I'm also going to start using Biomech Engineer here. Did they draw a removal spell for Mouth of the Storm? It would appear not. I guess we'll find out. All right. Blast Zone. Fungal Colossus is only 2 mana. Nice. Back with these 2. Looks like they got something. Radiant Strike. What a good draw. Okay. I think we're still doing fine. But 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can play Fungal Colossus. Now I think I will Plasma Bolt the flight deck coordinator because we're no longer have an easy dub there. And then I can still use Biomech Engineer to make a 2/2 and draw 2. So it's ended up being a pretty grindy game, all told. That is kind of, I guess, how my deck tends to play out. All right, whew. We're crawling our way back. We one of the first game was looking good. 2 terrible games in a row, just like complete mana screwed games in a row. Game 3 was looking really bad, managed to pull it out. Game 4 was looking really bad, managed to pull it out, or around 5 now. And now we're 3-2. Let's keep trucking. All right, battling another Liliana here, a different one from the last time. I'm on the play. I mean, I will keep this hand. Obviously, there's ways this hand goes wrong that I can easily envision. But a Plasma Bolt plus a good 4-drop on the play. I don't think you're supposed to mulligan that. I even have one of my non-basics, and I have all three of my colors. So here's where Biomech Engineer would be, or Biomechan Engineer would be a really nice draw. Best I can do is Island. Well, I have 4 different land types now. Ooh, and a Galactic Wayfarer. That's a nice little 3. They have instant speed, deal 3, deal 5 if you have a vehicle. Oh no, they've depressurized. Yeah, that makes more sense. That one's common. It's okay. We're just clearing the path for the Siege Ship Agrarian here. And I am going to play that and hope it lives. Really what I want to draw is some of my draw 3s. Oh, that doesn't bother me too much. Okay, not another land. It's going to be tough if I don't draw some spells here. If they don't kill the Siege Ship Agrarian, that's a really good start. Because then next turn my play is attack, crack both landers, Plasma Bolt your Voidborn. Oh, okay. Or maybe Plasma Bolt that, actually. Or maybe Plasma Bolt them all. Island. Maybe I won't kill the Voidborn, though. I'll let them double block if they want. Seems pretty unlikely. All right, crack this. And no, I guess this is why having like a random swamp wouldn't be that bad. And then Plasma Bolt, kill the Land Seeker. I get pinged for 1, and then I'm going to get pinged for 1 again. But it felt like using all the landers this turn and then Plasma Bolting next turn is so much more efficient. I'd be willing to pay a little bit of life. Plus, there's a chance, like I draw like a Litho Breaking, the Sweeper, and they play another 2/2 that I get to pick them both up, that sort of thing. This is going to eat that lander end of turn. They kind of have to use it. Use it or lose it. Fell Grav Ship. Okay. Mill 3 lands and get the... Oh, I hope that's the only planes in their deck and they beefed it by not using the lander. Guess we'll see. I mean, who knows? They got another mountain, so there's no real way of knowing, but... All right. Not land, please. All right. Plasma Bolt that. Get pinged for 1. I mean, if they can't kill the Siege Ship Agrarian... It's a pretty big game. This would have been a really good turn to play something. So, kind of a shame not to. I'll just get a forest, I guess. Take 8. And I have 4, 8, 9, 11 lands out. Well, 9 in play, 2 in hand. So I have 7 lands left out of 25 cards. All right. Pretty decent odds. I mean, if they can't kill my Siege Ship Agrarian and they're like in chump block mode, which it kind of looks like they are, I guess what they're going to do is now use the Land Seeker on the Wormwall Sweeper. You know, if my mana was a little bit better, I would definitely play a Swamp here because I would have fetched Swamp and activated Tar Pit by now. But I lost some of those games because I didn't draw the right colors. So, they definitely should have crewed their Sweeper. And blocked it that way. This is, I think, a pretty big error. All right, because now they're chumping anyways. All right, well now I have 5 lands left in my deck. Let's see if I can draw a spell here. If I draw like a draw 3 or even Starship Enterprise, I can just use that right away like that. We're really talking. So I have 3 cards in my deck: Cerebral Vortex and the 2 Survey Mechans that are just like incredible to draw. Drawing a removal spell could be fine. I mean, I do have a 10/10 in play, and they do seem to be dying to it, though I just didn't really think that was likely against red-black. There's just a decent amount of ways to kill things. But so we'll see. Maybe as I'm like sitting here complaining about how many lands I'm drawing, they're sitting there being like, I have 7 removal spells. Why can't I draw anything? Oh, geez. Okay. They're going to systems override to crew their Grav Ship. That's cool. And then they get to make a lander token. All right, good beats. They can attack, but they still have to chump if they do. But obviously it's a good start. They're probably wondering why I don't have a swamp for my Creeping Tar Pit yet. They didn't attack? Ooh, this is some cowardly material over there. All right. Oh, and they played a land to put a +1 counter on my thing. Nice. Another lander died because they didn't sack it. Oh, Nebula Dragon. There we go. Boom. I don't actually need to Nebula Dragon first, I don't think. Because they're not blocking with the grav ship, I would assume. I guess it was kind of a free roll. I don't know. Maybe I should have just done it anyway. It doesn't really change anything. And now I think they're in a lot of trouble. Because the other thing is, yes, I've drawn a million lands. That also means I don't have that many lands left in my deck. I'm about to get another one out of my deck too. Like, what do I have? 4, 7, 12, 13. I'm about to have 4 lands left in my deck. And they're not that close to killing me. So at some point, like, we're going to have a stretch here where I draw 3 spells in a row, and it's going to be really hard for them. All right. Should I play a swamp? I would have won that game really easily if I had a swamp to animate that tar pit, but I feel like the games I lose are going to be more, I can't cast my, biomechan engineer on turn 2 because I drew a swamp, a mountain, and an island or whatever. So, all right. 4 and 2, battling back into respectable territory here. All right. Battling against, she was like the Quantrix legend, I remember. This hand is kind of interesting. I think I do keep it. Plasma Bolt buys you a good amount of time. I have a good 4 and one of the better. Ooh, let's make sure to lead with a land that lets me cast my legends, my gold cards on too. Can't Plasma Bolt that, unfortunately. All right. And then this is a good card to not die when you get to that point in time. All right. Well, if they play a 3/3 here, that doesn't matter so much. I mean, it's going to be annoying if I don't hit like land number 7, but oh, litho breaking? Okay. That's something too. Let's see what they do. Because it's possible I can go like litho breaking plus plasma bolt to kill the brood tender. All right. Let's take another turn here. Didn't think I wanted to do anything there. Let's go. Kill those. Bolt that. I mean, not really an impressive play, but kind of what I had to do. The next turn I play a Vault Guard Trooper, and a few turns after that, we'll see. Sultai, huh? Oh, cut propulsion is kind of nice. Let's just kill that. The Vault Guard Trooper's not really going to do anything special here, so I think killing their sack thing is probably better. They can sack their brood tender to get one of these back if they want, or to get back one of those other things. I don't know. Oh, no. If I hadn't killed that, then they would have been able to pump and then sack. That would have been pretty nice. Oh, tar pit. All right, so now I can go Trooper, tar pit, Vault Guard Trooper hold. It's not going to. I'm going to die. If they don't kill it, though. Oh, okay, they didn't kill it. Now their Paragate Beckoner can attack, but I'll just block. Though it is annoying that the Tapestry Warden does get around the mouth of the storm. It's still, of course, a 6/6. All right. Now we're in the Starship Enterprise waiting room. Could use that. Could use any of my draw 3s. Bioengineered Future makes a lander, and then when you play a creature, it gets a +1 counter for each land you had entered the battlefield. I don't think this card's particularly good, but we'll have to see. Oh, that was the card I wanted. All right, so let's see. How's it tapping? Oop. How's it tapping me? No, tap this for a blue. And we'll go like this, I think. Draw 3. The usual, I'm afraid. I don't think plasma bolting here makes too much sense. They can sack a lander, but now they don't have a land in play for Bioengineered Future next turn. I can't believe I drew 3 and I still ended up with nothing. That's not great. If they kill my Mouth of the Storm, it's pretty bad for me, but I kind of assumed since they didn't last turn, they weren't that likely to be able to do it this turn. They can get back Paragate Beckoner, but that doesn't actually help their Tapestry Warden get past Mouth of the Storm. They can get back Virus Beetle. I don't know that I discard. They can get back Fungal Colossus, I guess. Oh, they're going to get back the swarm color. Okay. Okay. Pass the turn. All right. So +1/+1. And they can sack their greenhouse to draw a card. They're not going to. I'm at 6. All right, I guess I'll block. I don't love it, but I don't really think taking the damage is going to help. And now they can crew that for 5. All right, spell. Yeah, all right. This deck is cursed. It's cursed, I tell you. I just have 5 lands left or whatever in my 20 card deck. No, I die. All right, well, disgraceful end, I will say, but I was battling my deck pretty hard every game, which, you know, that's not a great sign. I will say that I didn't draw a lot of Starship Enterprise or even the Fungal Shambler or Fungal Colossus all that much the last couple of games, when I feel like it would have been pretty good. But let's take a look. One thing that this draft taught me, and I think you can probably take from it, having random non-basics really makes these cards a lot better. I mean, the Fungal Colossus, like I said, didn't show up that much, but the Survey Mechanics, when they did, were awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of games where I just had 12 lands and played doing nothing, and it wasn't just because I used a bunch of landers. Like, I used no landers that game, I think. So, you know, that is how it goes. But could have used a little bit more card draw, which I didn't think I would say, because I had double McCann, Cerebral Download, Cryogen Relic, and then sometimes like Tanuk or Biomechan Engineer. But, yeah, well, that is kind of how we ended up. So, that'll do it for today. I think a pretty good deck. Battled back in some pretty exciting games. Had some pretty non-exciting games. And overall a 4-3 record. But I'm excited to explore this card more. Take some more surveys. So I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.